How y'all doing today? I'm going to start off by saying, I am the King of the Jews, the King of the Gentiles. The field must honor me. What I speak must come to pass. So with that, we're going to go on to some funny stuff. Uh, Morning stars and Eastern stars, I gave you guys your powers back. Uh, don't make me take them again, because next time I'm going to take them for like a week. But God came down. He spoke to me, and He said, "We'd rather have clean snatches instead of dirty dicks." And so, Masons, I'm not giving you your shit back. Fuck out of here. You guys are just gonna be sitting around by candlelight butt fucking for the duration. So, good times. Stay slaying it, boys. Sorry, I had to get my thoughts together. So, to the world governments, Beth Rothschild is who you're going to be communicating with. That's the woman with the plan. She's going to handle the land acquisitions. Paris Hilton, beautiful. I need a hotel in New York. We've got to have a headquarters to work from. Is the moral of the story. That's what has to happen. And so we've got to convene all the fallen and all the Elohim, everybody on one site to begin orchestrating and putting things in place. And because the UN meets, or I think it still does, meets in New York, it only makes sense for us to be there. So with that, this is going on a side. I'm going to take you on a side quest. Melissa White Glues, I know that you recently left Arch Enemy, and you've told me, speak it into existence, that you want to form another band. Call me, beautiful. Call me. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Oh, this is another side quest. So I talked to you all about vampires, which vampires are very real. In the grand scheme, I'm the bloodline of the dragons. And from that's where Vlad the Impaler's descended. And so I kind of fucked up. I didn't give you guys all the clarity because I was just winging it. But there's different blood types. And most people know that blood type is linked to ascension of beings and consciousness and everything else because your blood acts as a receiver. And with that, there's a very rare blood type. Everybody knows Rh negative and then Rh plus, but there's Rh negative null. And that is the bloodline that what you would call vampires are descended from. We're the ancient primordial beings of the planet. And don't get me wrong, some of them definitely are into blood stuff. I'm not into the blood stuff. Now, my blood's magic. If I'm going to do some voodoo or witchcraft, oh, yeah, I'll let out blood. I'll fuck you all up with it. but the majority of them do not do that. The way it works is they harvest loosh. That's why many of them are in entertainment, because you essentially, when they take the stage, they have fallen under idol worship, essentially, because they're stars. And so when you're worshiping them, they are harvesting what you call loosh, which is the energy that everybody emits and exists. It's carried by the ether. And so that's kind of how it works. But the people that have it, there's only about 2,200 of them. Most of us they're descended from the fallen angels, and most of them are bastardized children, truth be told. They're children that have happened out of wedlock, different things. But they are children that are linked to the ancient bloodlines. That's why when you go into Hollywood, a lot of people don't know this, but literally every single fucking one of them are related to each other in some manner. I have the fucking how it all goes down. I mean, they're half sisters, half brothers, they're first cousins, like every single one of them. You can go right down the list of entertainment. They're all related. They're all coming out of either basically a couple houses. And then I should say three houses. There's the American version, then there's what you call your Jewish version, then there's what you would call your ancient bloodlines, which are your really old bloodlines that have come out of Europe. And that's where predominantly all of the vampires are housed. And they are very real. And so with that, there's a test that the Eastern stars and the morning stars had to have about the Messiah. When the Messiah returned, there were several things. For one, you had to wage war against him with magic. And I'm still here. and you guys didn't have your magic for 24 hours. And so I think I won. and so anyhow, Jesus is chiming in on me, guys, right now. And so with that, though, one of your tests was immaculate conception. There had to be one child that was produced that was immaculate conception. And I received word today. It's been about 72 hours since I did the magic. Been longer than 72 hours? Okay, it's been longer than 72 hours, guys. But either way, since I've done the magic, it's been long enough that they can test and tell if they've conceived. And so the women came forward. And so I didn't give you one immaculate conception. I gave you 16 immaculate conceptions that will be a total of 18 children. And so in the oldest woman, I actually personally know her. And she's 63 years old. Then there's another woman I attended school with that has difficulty bearing children, and she is 42 years old. And so just know miracles and magic are still happening, but you needed one. I gave you guys are going to have 18. You don't know the final count yet, but I know the final count. But you have 16 women that are pregnant between your two covens. And so with that, signing off. Peace and blessings be upon your homes. Hopefully you're not out here just stuck in darkness, butt fucking by candlelight.